You know the vibes. It's lit side. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Setups. I'm your host, and I go by the name of Boss Don Big of Vale. For those who don't know, it's litcap_Vale. Today we will be showing you guys, of course, what's happening in the markets, what's happening in the economical market, and of course, exactly what we're looking at to see happen throughout the rest of the week. So if you're not already, please make sure you head over to the website litcapital.co.uk. If you're outside of UK, it's litcapitalacademy.com. But please make sure if you haven't already, check out the website, check out the Instagram, check out the Twitter, check out the YouTube channel, and smash that subscribe and like button, as well as the bell for notifications. Okay. If you're someone that's new, or someone that's been considering getting into trading, or someone that's been trading hasn't and haven't had a successful result, or someone who's just been trading for quite some time but would like to increase their results, then head over to the packages page. On the packages page, we've got something for everyone. Whether it's just community access to get access to our Discord community, our live stream services, we've got something for you guys. So be sure, if you're not already, to head over to the site, follow our live trades, and head over to the packages site to see exactly what we've got that could benefit you. So, with no further ado, I'm going to take you guys to the economic calendar, show you what's happening with the interest rate. On Tuesday, we've got the Aussie taking place at 7:30 in the morning. We've then got Fed Chairman Powell speaking Tuesday evening, and then we've got the crude oil inventories back on Wednesday. For quite a few weeks, it's been taking place on Thursday. Now it's back on Wednesday, so hopefully that provides us with some more technical opportunities with oil on Wednesday. On Thursday, we've got the German CPI. We've also got the initial jobless claims for the dollar. So there could be a lot of volatility, not just with the pound and the euro, but also with the dollar as well. And then on Friday, we've got the GDP for the pound as well as the EU Leaders Summit. So really, the Friday is kind of, the TGF Friday is based around the pound. But this week does seem like there's a lot of economical news that could impact the dollar as well as the euro and of course the Aussie and the pound. So I'm going to take you guys over to gold and just show you what I'm looking at on gold here. We had this humongous setup, this swing trade setup from the 1940 handle, and price really did come down. Price has come down. I want to say over 300 pips, but let's see if I'm right. It's come down over 770 pips. So it's been a really, really, really nice setup. Of course, you had to be very patient for this to actually play out. So now I'm looking at us sitting inside of this daily candle. I'm expecting a pullback in order for us to get a continuation to the lower room. Shout out Ned. If I go into the hourly chart, I know you can see quite a few lines on my chart, so you'll have to forgive me for that. But I do think we could get a pullback up, if not into this institutional level up here, at least filling the majority of this imbalance, so us to look at having a sell throughout the end of the week. A sell throughout the latter end of the week. Of course, price action is very important. And of course, if we don't see the things that we're looking for, we're never going to jump into the trade. But we are going to keep you guys informed and up to date inside the Discord. So you need to have access. It's only £25 a month. We give you daily market analysis videos, daily live stream videos, live trades, analysis, tutorials, tips and tricks, you name it, and also fundamental news updates. Okay. The DXY, the DXY did break the range last week, pushed back up, and it actually broke through the range above. So it took the liquidity below and then came up and took the liquidity above inside of this area here and also this area here. Now that we've just taken out this high here, it's debatable whether we keep on pushing up. But I did think from last week, right, from the Fed interest rate, I did think we was going to get a stronger dollar, and we didn't. When the interest rate came out, we actually got a weaker dollar. So I've been anticipating to see this type of recovery because anytime the Fed speaks, they're always going to try to implement strength. So based on that, I've been waiting for them to push higher. And, it's nice to see that now, if I just make this a blank canvas quickly, it's nice to see that now we are currently pushing higher. We are sitting inside of this weekly candle, this lit block, which could, result in prices pushing down lower. But I'd like to I'd like to see higher prices continue to be reached for the dollar. I'm looking at the 105 handle before we get a serious pullback for a continuation down lower. But I'd like to see the 105 handle hit, some of this imbalance above to be taken, and then we can go from there. So the next I'm going to give you is S&P 500. S&P has been making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high. And now it's debatable if we are inside of the higher low and that we're now going to push up and make a higher high. Of course, if the dollar does continue to push up higher, then the indices are going to come lower. So I'm not necessarily banking on the indices pushing higher because I would like the dollar to push higher. However, I am going to treat it how I see it. So if I go onto the daily chart here, we can see that we are currently still sitting inside of this daily candle for the S&P. So if you didn't catch the short from last week, we are currently sitting inside the area where if price was to push back up right now, we could potentially look at taking another short. So we're not actually in a bad zone. I'm going to set this alert and keep you guys informed inside the Discord. The time you guys watch this video, it might already be Tuesday, it might be Wednesday. It may not be the same day that the video was uploaded. So if that's the case, be sure to check the S&P 500, see where it's currently at, because I would be looking to see a reaction from the 41.42 handle. And lastly, guys, I'm going to take you guys through AUD/USD simply because we've got the Aussie interest rate. Now, so far, this candle was looking like a doji, right? There's nothing to show us any significant reason as to why we will continue pushing down lower. If anything, we've seen pricings push down lower, fill some of this imbalance, and now it could potentially be pulling back. However, looking at this on the weekly does actually show us that the fib has been taken out, okay? The high hasn't been taken, okay? We haven't yet had a higher high, and prices has pushed down and taken out this previous higher low. So the weekly structure is definitely bearish, but I would now be looking for a pullback, maybe around the 069914 handle. If I could just do a horizontal or vertical, what's this one? Horizontal. If I could just do a line here to show you the structure level, I would be favoriting a pullback up here. If we could get a pullback up here, I would actually like to see it push down lower. So I'm just going to throw that out there and see exactly how the markets pan out. Of course, it would be filling some of the imbalance, and with the interest rate taking place Tuesday morning, it does mean early in the morning because I'm not sure if this time has been changed. What is this? GMT4. Okay, yeah, so this is not the right timing. This is UAE timing. So if we change this to London timing, we can see that actually it should be very early in the morning. There we go. It's 3:30 a.m. So it's taking place in, 7 hours, 9 hours or so. And what that would do really, I think, is that could give us a continuation lower, but maybe a liquidity grab up higher. We can't ignore the fact that we have been making higher highs and higher lows, but on the daily, this higher low was taken out. So if we could get a pullback back up to the structural level here, I would be interested to see what price could do from there. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be the outlook for the week. Of course, tomorrow we will be back giving you a daily update, a daily outlook once we've seen the Aussie interest rate perform. And we'll be back with the live streams, which always take place every Tuesday to Thursday, 12:30 p.m. GMT to 3 p.m. GMT. So we covered the New York session open and the New York Stock Exchange open. And then, of course, we make sure that we provide you guys every morning just before the London session with our outlook on what we're expecting to happen. So thank you for tuning in. Always remember, guys, that every day is money day. Peace.